everyone, and we're recording. Hello, welcome back to Karagor Studios Remnant Lunar Archon Session 42. I believe, I do need to check. We're either closing in or we've just passed it, actually. Let's see. Okay, we missed it by about a month in terms of me realizing it, but congratulations. It has been 1 year since we started the stream. We started this campaign on September 7th last year, so here we are. We've got an entire year under our belts. Hopefully at least a year more. Probably a year more for this campaign, I'd guess. Hopefully many more as a group together. Good job, us. We did it. We survived. We made it a whole year. Let's see. I guess I can also turn on the reactives. There we go. Who would like to give the recap?
Abby should.
Do you remember, Abby, what happened last time?
I remember that we raided a cave? Question mark?
You did raid something. It wasn't really a cave, y'all.
A vault. A vault.
A vault, yes. Most of what happened last time was y'all finishing off Selxander, learning that they cut the hearts out of people that they don't want to be brought back to life, and then burn the heart because it's highly effective, and basically makes it where they have to have the either reincarnate or, I believe, resurrection spell cast on them. So it stops a regular raise dead and stuff from happening, which is helpful in a world where people have magic and you don't want people to come back to life sometimes. Though resurrection spells are fairly limited in this world anyway. So y'all ended up dealing with that. Y'all went to the Daystar first y'all went to the front of the city, made sure that Rosanna was okay. She was good. Sitting on a downed pillar in the broken front room of the Citadel. She ended up escorting y'all to the Daystar Vault. Y'all left the money because it belongs to the people. But y'all did decide to take quite a few of the magic items. I think you actually might have taken all of them. You took, I believe, all 3 sets of dust that were there. You took what you found out to be a brazier of fire of commanding fire elementals. You received, or took a... I don't know if you took the scrolls. Did y'all take the scrolls of Contagion and Hallow? I think you might not have. I think y'all might have left those there.
Yeah, I think that was in case they needed some kind of emergency whatever.
Yeah. Which those are relatively limited in scope anyway. Y'all ended up taking a shield of missile attraction, I believe is what it's called, that Maverick currently has, that will draw attacks in toward him. Let's see. And then y'all took a potion that turned out to be a potion of everlasting sleep, I believe. I think Garand might have it. I'm not sure who has it, but I'm pretty sure y'all did take it because Rosanna basically shoved it into your hands and said, I don't want this. Take it, get away from here.
No, it might be on my inventory, but I don't remember taking it. I think someone else was having it.
I think we put it in the hole.
It might be in the hole that Thicket has. That sounded bad. It might be in the portable hole magic item that allows you to carry many things.
As many extra words as possible.
As many extra words as possible. Oh, I believe... Okay, y'all did take the Pearl of Power from... What's-his-face? Liang. Y'all took a spell book. Yes, Mori has... Or Thicket has the Potion of Eternal Sleep. Y'all got... I believe... Thicket is... I think Thicket and Doug both have radiant scimitars now. I could be wrong about if Doug has one. As well as I believe Doug is the current holder of the Scorching Solarium. Looks like he does not have a Radiant Scimitar. Or he might, but it might just be somewhere else in his thing. Yep, and he also has the Guardian Emblem. I think that's most of the things he'll ended up taking. Is that... Do we have Doug here? Jack, Doug just arrived. I thought he wasn't going to be here, but he is.
Yeah, I might not be able to stay for long because I do have to be at the airport super early. But also not feeling well, so we'll see.
Whatever works, man. I'm also seeing that. Fantasy Grounds.
Sounds like to me he just couldn't wait to see Cedar. So he had to see her again tonight.
That is also true.
Need to see. We're going over last session. To finish the recap, I believe that's all y'all pretty much did. Y'all discussed what you were going to do next with the leader of the city. It sounded like y'all wanted to stage some kind of election. Whether y'all are basically going to tell them to do that and then leave, or whether you're going to stay and manage that yourselves has yet to be decided. But then as the party was going to bed, I believe at the end of last time, y'all wanted to play hide and seek.
Oh, yeah. Who's gonna be it?
I'm touching my nose.
I'm pretty sure that Thicket has to be it because he can make himself disappear and we can't find him at all, so...
That's true. Should we make any rules, like no magic, or should we just like go all out?
Do we have like a room or two available?
I believe they did show you where the guest rooms are. At one point, Rosanna, I believe a maid took y'all from the vault and led you to where the guest rooms are. And so you've effectively each got a room that if you want it.
Mm-hmm. From my understanding, it was almost kind of like we had a whole wing to ourselves.
More or less, there are no guests in town right now, and the Citadel is equipped to have like 100 guests at once. Because ambassadors and stuff. There's currently no one here, but sometimes you have people come around. Maybe not 100 guests, but still more than you. How does Thicket feel about seeking?
Thicket's trying to look up how many spell slots he has.
Let us see. Y'all have spent most of your resources for the day, so you're probably going to be pretty low.
Okay.
One of the few people that hasn't spent very many is Maverick, but I don't think he has any stealth spells.
Thicket is ready.
Thicket is ready to seek with his 1 second level and 2 third level spells.
Yes.
All right. So is Thicket counting and then chasing after people, or like what are y'all doing? Y'all are the people deciding.
Doug is going to put every magical item he just acquired right by Thicket before Thicket starts counting.
Valid.
That is a good idea.
Maverick's gonna keep his. He doesn't think it's gonna matter. Plus, I think he only has a shield and missile attraction, as far as y'all know.
Garrett's gonna set everything down except for his newly acquired wings of flight.
Oh. For the record, the Wings of Flying do not have a charge for the day. I believe it's actually need to roll the 1d12 hours and see how long it's going to be before it gets it back. Because Liang used it last and it regains it after a period of time regardless of who the wearer is. So you've got another, we'll say an hour more before it comes back. Okay. Which, for the record, it is roughly 7:30 p.m. Saturday the 22nd of April, year 417 post-schism. Continue.
Thicket, how long are you going to count?
How long should I count? It's a pretty big castle.
Yeah. Maybe like...
At least 250, but I'm thinking like 500.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, do we have limits on what rooms or floor?
Just the guest, anywhere in the guest part, because we don't want to like bother the other side of the castle. How many floors is the guest section?
They're on the second tier, which I believe is 2 floors. Is the second tier? Because the first tier of the castle is 3 floors, the second is 2, and then the third is 2. So yeah, there are 2 floors in this wing. Y'all are on the first tier. Actually, there should be 3. Yeah, there are 3 floors because y'all are on the first tier of the multi-tiered cake that is the Citadel.
Okay, I'm just gonna be legit honest about this. I have never tried a hide and go seek game in a D&D, so I have no idea how this is gonna play out. Can I have like a rules laydown of like how
That's
long?
up to y'all. I'm just the guy running it. I mean, it sounded like y'all wanted. Sound like y'all wanted Thicket to count for 5 minutes. What rules are y'all setting down?
5 minutes. Do we want to do magic or no magic? Say like no magic, since not all of us can do magic. Or
how about magic or magic-like things? Because Doug's really good at turning into shadows and stuff.
Okay, so no magical abilities or items. And
how about like we were as if we were just kids, so like it was like we were children.
Yeah. So like boring, non-magical, like a muggle.
What's a muggle?
It's from a popular book. It's a person who like can't do magic or whatnot, or can't even like perceive magic.
Oh, that's from that series Terry Lautner and the Wizard's book.
Yeah, that one.
So no magic?
No magic.
Hide in the guest
stay in the guest wing, and then other than that, like, just like, should we do like you have to tag them? Should there be a base, or do you just want to do like once you're found, you're done? Or do we want to do like
have to be tagged? I think you should have to be tagged.
Okay. Then where's base?
Here.
Okay, cool. And here is in
the vault.
Y'all are at the guest quarters at the moment.
Are we not in the vault anymore?
No, y'all are at the guest quarters.
No.
Y'all could have vault be it, but the vault is closed now, so you would just be at the door to the vault.
Okay. But is the vault like guarded and whatnot? Because we
Yup.
don't want to like freak out guards. Okay. Let's make it Thicket's room. Thicket, what room are you? Guest room you're staying in?
What guest rooms are there?
A bunch of them. Make up what
Thicket
kind of
wants
guest
one
room.
with the coolest view.
Cool. He will look. He will look for one. So y'all, the guest chambers are largely on the western side of the eastern side of the city anyway. So look for a great view of the city and the bay. Is what he ends up finding. Or let me check the topography. But I think there might actually be from here an interesting view. How many miles is that? That is 6 times 30, so 180 miles. Can the human eye see 180 miles? I don't think so.
Think it
No.
might. Think it's not human.
180 miles?
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Hey, then in that case, you can
No,
look out
it's
for the
it's
bay.
supposed to be 10 miles. It's supposed to be 10 miles.
Well, in that case, you
With,
cannot
like,
see
best
the
conditions.
city. Okay, you cannot see the city of Coral then. Yeah, so you can have a nice view of the bay, effectively.
Epic. Thicket loves water.
And
A
water
cat that
loves
loves
Thicket.
water. How ironic.
He's like a tiger. Tigers
And a
love
goat
water.
person that loves milk.
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
Are there
I'm
any
pretty sure
other?
he's just kidding.
Are there any other rules that are setting in place before everyone starts running around?
Should we have like a map and like initiative, I guess? If we're having to tag.
I think
I can
theater.
put. Well, never mind.
I think we should kick Mori out, and then we should all discuss where we're hiding, like
I do
the
think
places where we
theater
hide.
of the mind. So effectively, the two main ideas I have are rolling, which they'll probably be rolling anyway, especially once Thicket tries to catch people as they try to escape her or him. Which will
I
probably
think base should be Thicket's door. Like if you have your hand on Thicket's door.
yeah.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And effectively, we'll say when Thicket finds someone, it's going to be like a series of 3 skill checks that they go against each other in whatever creative method they like to use to tag people, and people would like to escape being tagged. And then the winner gets to either escape and potentially get back to base or catches the person. So that, and then also, Jocelyn mentioned kicking Mori into another chat for a minute, which I think may be a good idea. Let everyone kind of decide what kind of hiding spot they're going to go for and make a stealth check into the tower so that y'all can't see it. Mori in particular can't see it. And then once everyone's kind of decided, we get to let Mori actually try to choose what kinds of places they're going to look first and potentially find some people before others.
Yeah.
That
I mean, do we want to
Also,
do like
You're not allowed to hide inside Thicket's room.
Mm-hmm.
since
rule.
there's 6 people, do we want to roll a 6-sided die for what room we actually went into, and then from there maybe 100 die, saying exactly where we were located. And
I think
then
y'all
they
just
could-
get to decide what kind of place you locate. Like if someone wants to hide on top of a
Mhm.
dresser in one of the rooms, or if someone wants to hide behind a plant, or whatever else you'll decide, or in a closet. I think we just let y'all actually decide and then
Gotcha.
make a stealth check.
That works.
Okie doke. Mori, I'm going to put you in the lobby first. I think I have that power.
Alright.
I do have that power. I can just move people from one chat to another. That's amazing. Anywho. So I guess we'll go top of the order on Discord. Abby, where is Cedar hiding?
She's gonna find a wardrobe
Mm-hmm.
and climb into the wardrobe and hide in there.
All right, hiding in a wardrobe. Can
How
you?
very
That's
Narnia
it.
of you.
How very Narnia.
Well, I was gonna say
indeed.
this is exactly how we lose her. She's gone for like 3 hours, but it turns out she lives like 4 lifetimes.
It's
Uh-huh.
true.
What? What's happening?
We're all making Narnia jokes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because you're a cedar. Or
Yes.
satyr.
A satyr cedar. In the top or in the bottom right corner of your screen, there should be a tower, like a little image of a rook, basically. I want you to
Yeah.
drag a stealth check onto that. It should roll it where only I can see it.
Okay, let me find the stealth check and I will do it.
Yep. And while you're doing that, Garand, Chris, where are you hiding?
Okay, so since we're doing more theater of the mind stuff, what I would like to do is I would love to do a like a rafters type situation, because I'm going to guess that Thicket, being a cat, is not going to look up very often. And what I'm hoping to do is that as soon as like he comes in, like I'm hoping to like shoot out and like get through the door and like close the door behind me, so that way I can slow him down. And then I'm hoping that effectively I'll be able to outrun and evade that way.
Okay, so you're in the rafters of a guest room. And I need you to roll a stealth check into the tower. And Jaisel.
Well, since this is the culmination of our evening and our celebration, I can't see why I would not use hero points for this.
Very fair. And Jaiselin, what are you doing?
Gambit is gonna take off any of his nice clothes that he's wearing. And he is going to go into a room, and I'm assuming there's like a fireplace in each one of them.
They're in most of them, yeah.
And he's gonna look up on them and see if there's like a ledge on any of them where he can like hide up into the fireplace, into the
On the inside.
chimney, kind of on the inside.
Interesting. All right, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Also, I would like to say that allowing Thicket's passive perception to be the way that he sees us seems unfair. So
Don't worry, they'll be making actual checks. Also, make sure you roll them into the towers that they can't see. Because I think Garand's was not. So go ahead and roll another one in the tower, that way Thicket doesn't know. Let's see, Gambit. Inside. Okay.
So we don't even get to see our own stuff.
You don't get to see your own.
Oh, that's terrifying.
It's even
I
worse.
love that.
That's great. All right. Doug, where is Doug hiding? Jack?
Is there a guard guarding the guest quarters?
I believe there is one guard there's one guard per floor that just does a regular patrol.
Okay, Doug's gonna see if he can go to the guard and be like, hey, we're playing a little game of hide and seek, and I know you'd like to take a break, so can I wear your armor and patrol for you, and you just have a nice extra long break?
I will note you do have a set of Dawn Guard armor, so you wouldn't even have to borrow his.
Oh, well, in that case, great.
But
I will put on the armor and see if I can dismiss him to patrol myself.
All right, make a persuasion check.
In the tower?
No, you
Or
can
no?
make this one just out in the open.
Persuasion check.
And then you're going to be making a charisma-based stealth check. But first, you're going to need to make a persuasion check to for him to let you.
Nope.
Sorry, but I have to patrol the area. I have to make sure everything's no surprises.
In that case,
but I
is
guess
there-
if you want to walk whenever I'm not around, I don't care. But
Would Thicket know that there's one guard?
Who knows?
Hmm. Well, let me ask this: is it a hallway between the guest rooms? Are they all like lined up one by one?
It is effectively a U-shaped hallway that comes around and then meets a straight shot across the bow of the U. And then there is another line through the center of it to give access to other rooms in between.
And how wide would you say the hallway is from wall to wall?
The hallways are probably 10, 12 feet wide, probably.
Okay, Doug is going to use one of his swords and see if he can use the back end of his sword and push it against one wall as he like Spider-Man climbs. Like shortly, I guess, a little outside of Thicket's room. Well, no, I would say maybe 2 rooms or 1 room down. But yeah, use the what's it called? The staff, of one of his swords, and use his feet on the other wall and like kind of Spider-Man wall climb.
I don't know if he's quite that tall. Are you meaning like have his hands on one side, feet on the other, like tip, 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 tip up and be stretched across the hallway?
No, like using his sword on one wall and like holding on to like the sides of the blade with his hands, and then using his feet to go up the other side of the wall. Does that make sense?
No, but if you want to try to like climb the wall and hang in the rafters, you can.
Sure.
Because there'd be other things you could hold on to try and climb up without trying to stretch across a 12-foot hallway.
Sure.
Just because that's a little wider than I think you can reach, even with holding onto the blade, from what I understand. So in that case, make a regular stealth check then. Yeah, because effectively you're also trying to hide in the rafters like Garand is, but this time in a hallway.
In the dice tower.
Yep. All right, so then here's the question. Do I just go and visit Mori, or do I bring Mori over here and let them decide where to go, and then occasionally roll and see if one of you wants to try and escape back to the room without being found?
I don't know.
Or do you have to wait to be found before you can escape back to the room?
I mean, I guess you'd have to tell us where we are in each room and whatever, and like you'd have to like, I don't know, have it like a page and like let us see the page, and then you make a blank version of that page or whatever. Like, I don't know, you have to be like using photographs or something. I don't know.
That's fair.
It's gonna be hard. Like I said, I've never done this.
Too complicated. I'm just gonna bring Mori over here, and then you get a chance to get back to the room if you get caught. Mori, how's the pasta?
It is good.
Good. So after a couple of minutes, you find that you've counted to 500. Well, make an intelligence check to see how well you count to 500 and if there's a little wiggle room on either side. You're a little off by 45 seconds or so on the lower end, but it's fine. You were just excited. So it's been 4 minutes and 15 seconds. But yes, where would you like to look first as you exit your room and see no one in the hallway immediately? Where would you like to look?
What are my options?
Effectively anywhere that you might find in different guest rooms in a castle.
That is not helpful.
Well, okay, so to describe each guest room...
You can walk around and see if you find a room.
I mean, there are a bunch of different rooms. The hallway for the guest floors are effectively a large U shape with a bar along the top of the U, as well as a hallway in the middle of it, going from one curve to the other side of the curve. And all of those are different hallways that connect to rooms on either side. Each room is made up of a 4-poster bed. They have a dresser, a wardrobe, not all of them have a connected bathroom. The first floor has a larger public bathroom. The third floor does have its own private ones in each room. They're, depending on the one, you can find different decorations. Some have fireplaces, some don't. Some have good views, some of them don't. Some might even have different desks or things you could sit at or work with, rugs, curtains, anything you might find in a royal-esque set of guest rooms. What?
So it's a U shape with a bunch of rooms, and some of those rooms have connected bathrooms.
Yes.
Okay. Well, where is Thicket's room?
Yeah, I guess.
Are there rooms like to the left and right, or just like in one direction?
One Direction.
Okay, I'm going to. As long as we've got enough people looking for it. If there's enough people that want it, I'll create a sort of an outline. Let's see, where's the drawing mode? There's a hallway and a sort of a U shape. A hallway between. They don't all curve like that. It's a much more well-designed place, but effectively that sort of shape is the guest area. And we'll say Thicket's room is... Here we go. Go. Oh, that's weird.
What are you drawing?
I'm trying to erase the drawing. And it just keeps making it bigger.
Oh my.
It's a heart now.
We'll just say the big door opening to Thicket's room.
It's just getting worse. I don't know how to fix it. Now it's a man with a big with a extended.
No, it's Donkey Kong.
No, now it's Donkey Kong.
Now it's a bird.
Can I just delete the whole thing and then redraw it without that issue? But yeah, what kind of place does Mori want to look first?
Well, I don't know if he's gonna go to the left or right because I don't know if there are rooms.
Fair. I guess I should also get with everyone and decide where they're gonna be in this because I didn't have the map for them. So I may kick you out for a second to let them decide where in relation to everything else will be. And we'll decide Maury's room is going to be...
Oh.
Maury's room is going to be here. One second.
Wait, I have a suggestion.
Yeah, where are y'all hiding?
I have a suggestion. You could pull a random blueprint of like a mall or something.
I could. Is that too much effort, though? I think that might be too much effort. Too much
Okay.
effort. Keep going like this. Pick a place y'all want to be, I guess. I can't really draw it on here because then more will be able to see it. But what kind of location would y'all like to be in? You're gonna have to say it so you don't show Mori where you are.
Somewhere in the middle. It kind of makes like a U shape, and then there's like, so that you can go in like a circle, can't you? Is that like what my understanding of what you described?
Yeah, I mean, all of these green hallways connect to each other.
Okay, so somewhere in circle where I can go to like the left or the right, and I have lots of decisions to
Okay, so
go
you're
around.
on the outer curve.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, does anyone else care where in particular they are?
Can you see me?
I can see the yellow you just drew. You may want to get rid of it, though.
I will. But yeah, right there.
Okay. Cedar, anywhere in particular you want to hide? Or should I just pick a location for you?
I want to be in the dead center.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
It does.
Okay.
Can you read, or how do I go back to the map? Because I accidentally closed out.
I'll reshare it. And where is Garand hiding?
Gotta be honest, I'm super confused how this all works, so I will just trust your judgment.
Sure. In that case, I'll put you right there, there. Good enough. All right, Mori.
Yes.
I know where everyone is now. Where would you like to go first?
Where am I?
Right there.
Okay. Where are the other rooms?
All the way along all of these hallways, there are rooms. The green is the hallways. Basically, every other square is a room.
Okay.
Like, that would
So
be a
is
room.
there...
That would be a room. That would be a room.
Okay, so it doesn't stop having rooms on the flat part.
No, it does not. There are other hallways that go from the flat part outward to the rest of the castle, but this is the guest wing.
Okay.
In what kind of things would you like to check first? In what directions?
Do the doors to the room, do they like... Are the rooms going like towards the inside of the U or the outside of the U?
Toward the inside for them. But there are ones on both the outside and the inside, but most of the rooms are toward the inside.
So like walking out of my room, if I were to go towards like the flat part, I would be going right out of my room.
Sure. You can also just point like, I want to go this direction from the room, or this way, or up the middle hallway.
Okay.
This kind of feels like Minesweeper.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, Decket's gonna go left, down the U, go to the first room.
So this way, or toward the flat hallway?
Yes, that way. Down the U,
Doke.
not towards the flat hallway.
As you move around, are you going to go down the center hallway or further down the U?
Further down.
Okay, are you checking any particular rooms or anything as you go? Because effectively all the unoccupied rooms have...
It's the first room that I come to.
So right there.
Yes.
Okay. Checking inside.
all of the rooms.
Okay, you're just going to progressively check all the
One by
rooms,
one.
moving down. Make a perception check as you move through the hallway checking out rooms.
Perception check. 11.
Ooh, rather poor. Moving along. You continue moving down the U. Make another perception check as you check the different rooms.
$24.
Ooh. As you get... Actually, no. Yeah, you keep going. Checking through the different rooms. Get all the way around to the other side of the U. Do you want to go down the middle hallway, or do you want to keep going around the outside?
Yes, middle hallway.
Okie doke. As you go down the middle hallway, I need you to make...
Is there like stuff in the halls for people to hide?
Sure, yeah, there are plants, rafters. Occasionally there will be a dresser or a set of mirrors. Random stuff here and there.
Thicket wants to keep an eye out with the rafters and like things people can hide behind.
Okay.
Is Thicket keeping an eye out for Selena?
Yes.
Good. He should.
Make a perception check.
21.
As you find yourself walking past one of these rooms, you hear clinking of metal against each other.
I try and figure out where it's coming from.
You enter into one of the rooms and can hear it coming from the wardrobe.
I open the wardrobe.
How is Cedar going to react as Thicket opens the wardrobe she is hiding in?
She's going to attempt to scare Thicket by going like, ooh. Like as soon as he opens the door, she's just gonna like jump out.
All right, with the intent to like get away from him after surprising him, or just to scare
Yeah.
him? Okay, so make.
I'm gonna try to run away from him.
All right, in that case, make an intimidation check, I guess, for surprise. Since it's a fear instinct. Oof. Thicket, make... Let's see, what's a good composure check? I guess like a flat wisdom, I guess? It's just a flat wisdom check, I suppose. Closest thing there is to a composure check.
No.
Thicket does not hesitate and reaches out.
Thicket boops you on the nose.
As Thicket moves to boop you on the nose, is there anything else you want to try?
Thicket reach my nose.
He could try to jump up and touch your nose. Is there anything else you want to try? Though with that gap, I think Thicket might immediately get you. So technically, it's a 2 out of 3. Is there anything else you want to try?
I mean, can't I just try to run away? But I mean, he's touched me, right?
We've gotten close to. Effectively,
He's reaching his hand out.
He's reaching his hand
This is
out.
slow-mo decisions.
I'm running away.
Yeah.
I'm running away.
All right. I guess make a dexterity-based athletics check. Both of you.
Oh, come on.
Cedar was not destined to win this game.
Clearly. I wish I had thought to use a hero point, because it's not like I'm going to get to use them later.
That's fair. You should start using those.
Do I roll something?
Yeah,
My headphones disconnected.
Dexterity-based athletics check.
Athletics.
Come on.
As Cedar tries to move, Thicket yeets himself up into the air and taps you on the nose.
I'm going to fall down on my rear and be like, okay, that's not fair. What do I do now?
Is there anyone else in this room?
Not that you can see.
Crickets.
Cedar's not a snitch.
I actually have no idea.
Thicket tries
but
to
that's
see if
what
there's
I
anyone
said.
else in this room.
There's no one else in the room
That you know of.
that you know of. Not yet. With your perception check, there's no one else in this room.
All right, to the next room.
Okay, which way are you going? Further down?
Whichever way I haven't already gone.
All right, so heading further south, presumably with Cedar hanging out with you, I guess. Make another perception check as you check through the rooms.
Well,
12. You get to around here. Doug, is there anything you'd like to do?
Yes.
Okay.
I was going to ask if I could do this prior, or like when like Cedar was like being chased. Like, could I do this right here just to see if I noticed? Or at least the walk.
Okay, so you would see Thicket and see that Thicket doesn't see you as he makes his way down that hallway and into the rooms.
Like into Cedar's room?
It would be a bit after that as Thicket comes down the hallway that you'd finally be able to see him. But he's going through checking every single room.
And so what's the question now?
What would you like? Is there anything you'd like to do as Cedar or as Thicket goes by?
Yes.
And you can do stuff while he's in a room or not in a room or anything else.
I will message you.
Okay.
Wait, why is it not working?
I don't know. Why isn't it working?
You can do the Dropbox in Fantasy Grounds.
It's true. You should be able to whisper.
Oh yeah.
I don't really know how it works, but I know it's a thing you can do.
Wait, it kicked me out of Fantasy Grounds.
That's rough, buddy.
Wah, wah, wah.
Send me a message on Discord then. I need to make a zany music playlist for stuff like this. Thicket, as you're walking down here, you go to check one of these rooms. And then you hear a thunk, and you turn around and you see that there is a dagger stuck into the wall on the opposite side of the room. And as it takes a second for you to see it, Doug, I need you to make an athletics check.
I'm loading Fantasy Grounds.
I'll make an athletics check for you. Thicket, I need you to make... Let's see, what's another composure type of check? Or a reaction. Make a straight dex check. Thicket to react and realize what's happening and then follow after him. He is going to make a
7.
7 as he is going to make a advantage athletics check. You see as you turn, you see the dagger, you turn around in time to see as Doug has dropped down from the rafters and is bolting his way southward towards the room.
Thicket runs after him.
All right, is Doug going to...
Is feline agility cheating?
It is not cheating. You can easily give yourself advantage. I'll say for the duration of this entire thing, You can use feline agility to give yourself advantage on one check. The chase.
Well, is Doug able to like drop things in the floor behind him?
Sure. What does Doug want to try to do to slow down Thicket?
Well, let's see what he has. He's got.
As he Batmans his way around, dropping from rafters and dancing along and shimmying along the hallways. Not really much of a shimmy, but yeah. Sorry, Cedar, by the way. You rolled a 2 and a 3
For what?
for the stealth check.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah. Your stealth
Lord.
rolled really bad. I don't think there was a way that Thicket could have not seen you.
This game is trying to kick me out.
Apparently. Which I guess YouTube people might have figured out, and I'll announce again at the end. But unfortunately, due to some work stuff, Abby is having to retire from the campaign. Hopefully she'll hang out for different one-shots and stuff, and maybe come back and play Cedar for sessions here and there. But for consistent play, she will be heading out. Doug, what is Doug doing to try to slow down Thicket?
Doug is going to grab his chain whip, and if Thicket becomes too close, he's going to attempt to grapple Thicket with the chain, like to entangle, and then prevent Thicket from being able to touch him.
Alright, so I guess Doug, make a attack roll with the chain, and Thicket, you can either make an acrobatics or athletics check. With advantage, because you're using feline agility. You also have an inspiration, by the way, for birthday!
In that case, hero point.
Fair, because Doug does not have advantage. Alright, Thicket is using hero point as well. Both of you are hero pointing. You probably shouldn't have thrown the hero point into the tower. That was a 1, so you can add a 1 to your roll for that one.
And then you let me know if it doesn't succeed, because I will try to use luck, because why not?
I don't think you have any luck left.
Wait. Well, I do have a hit die for my ability, right?
You do.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll yours, Doug.
Or should I just do advantage and just do the
roll it flat.
with the chain?
This isn't serious enough to worry too much about. Y'all are playing hide and seek in a castle.
You guys should definitely look at the gaming chat.
What's wrong?
We went from kids to feline agility to change to bind.
Yeah. To going from 0 to 100 real fast. But as Thicket tries to follow along, Doug whips the chain around back behind him, which Thicket manages to keep from getting tied up in, but still slows him down enough as Doug turns around the corner and barely manages to get his hand on the door handle before Thicket can catch up to him.
Well played. Thicket goes back to the other rooms he hasn't checked yet.
It's like, well played, Doug. Well played.
Doug just is kind of out of breath.
Doug just gives you like a thumbs up as you go by. Heading to the south side. As you're heading up this hallway, I need you to make another perception check.
Doug goes and retrieves the dagger while he's waiting.
12.
Wow, that's impressive. You're not rolling well, Thicket.
When do I ever?
This is fair. Maverick, as you walk past, you hear the clank of armor as one of the armor stands begins to move and Maverick begins to run. As he rolled with disadvantage a total of 20. So he is going to start by, let's see, does he have any fun? Y'all said no magic, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He's gonna
Yeah, otherwise Thicket would have immediately used Detect Magic.
and start looking for people. Yeah, fair. Let's
Which is
see.
why Doug was like, let me
Yeah.
leave the saber here.
Oh, let's see. Does he have anything fun he can use? What's in his inventory?
That's good. That's good, Maury.
Okay, he doesn't have anything particularly interesting. He's going to start by going ahead and doing an athletics check to run away from you. Athletics or acrobatics?
Me?
Yep.
$20.
So even with his advantage, you begin to catch up to him as he runs down the hallway, as you seem to be a bit faster than Maverick is. Let's see. Second roll, he is going to, as he goes, he is going to pull out a... Why does he not have a flask of oil? That would be so useful here.
You know, I did think about using Mimic Goo, but I realized it's for, like, rock solid.
There. Maverick is going to reach into his backpack, pull out this bundle of torches, and is going to just scatter them across the floor as he runs to try and trip you up. Make a dexterity saving throw as he tries to clever his way out of this. Oh, it
8.
trips you up for a second. Y'all are now tied. This last thing, is Thicket going to do anything in particular to try to catch up to Maverick?
Well, he doesn't want to hurt him.
Well, just don't hurt him. Do something
I don't-
comedic and or clever.
I don't know. I have a staff. I'm gonna throw my staff at him.
You try to trip him up. Make, I guess, like a thrown attack roll, I guess, and he is going to try. And
How do I
make
do that?
Let's see. Do you have any thrown weapons? Just make
Just
a regular like shillelagh attack.
I'm just imagining Matt hit in the back of the head.
Never just get bonked. As he's gonna make a dex saving throw against you. Wow, so he rolled really well, and so did you. As you do this, as you turn the corner, you throw it, and Maverick stumbles forward as the staff bonks him in the back of the head, giving you just enough time to run up to him and tap him on the shoulder. Just before the room. You're fast.
Thicket picks up his staff, helps him up, is like, "You okay?"
Yeah, you're fast. Goodness. I'm gonna go grab my torches.
Thicket continues searching.
All right. Making your way up toward the top.
I got my way.
Making my way.
Up top to the top side of the top. Make another perception check.
I also sang, but I have push to talk, so
Up. Push to talk.
Perception.
Push to talk so we don't hear the dryer.
26.
it's actually done. I can actually maybe stop this.
Oh, nice. As you walk, you check it. You're walking through one of the rooms, checking near the bed, and then you hear a shift sound, like something scratch upward.
Thicket goes to look at what it is and is ready to bounce.
You look upward and see hanging from one of the rafters. Garand, what are you going to do as you see Thicket sees you?
Thicket tries to nudge him with the staff.
I think he's high enough to where you still can't reach him with the staff. Because of how short
Thicket's
you are.
gonna try.
What would Garand like to do?
Okay, so did I see all the nonsense with like the daggers and the torches and the chains and everything?
No, you have not.
Okay, because if I saw it, it's completely different from what I would do. All right, then okay. Can I make an intelligence check to see if there's a way that like maybe Thicket has to climb up here to get me, and then I can jump down and maybe beat him that way, or some kind of other intelligence check to try to figure out like the best course of
Yeah,
action?
sure. Make a. It's I guess just intelligence. There's not really a cleverness check yet. I should make one for D&D. Cleverness check. But yeah, you can make. I mean, he's trying to hit you with a stick. You don't know if that counts
Alright,
or not.
All right, so nothing really jumps.
Nothing
Really
immediately-
jumps out at me. So
whatever you
I guess
decide.
I guess if he throws the stick, then I'm going to try to like catch it and leave it up there so that he can't throw the stick again. So that he has to try to climb to get me.
Is Thicket going
That's
to
what I'm
throw
trying
the
to do.
stick?
No, but he is gonna try and climb.
Thicket moves to one of the walls and begins to climb up, probably near like the dresser, like climbing on top of the dresser up toward the rafters.
Okay, I'm still trying to think of this as like in kids mode because that was kind of like how we discussed it. So, once I think that it's about equal chance between him and I to get to the door and out of the room and then down the hallway, and that's when I'm going to make my attempt at the acrobatic leap off, tumble roll, parkour.
Parkour! Hardcore! Yeah, blip there.
Are you all right there? Are you having a stroke?
I'm having a bongulance. What? I'm good. Let's see. I guess make an acrobatics check versus maybe a Thicket acrobatics check. Sounds reasonable. Competitive acrobatics. Go!
All right. Using my last hero's.
Last hero's journey point.
You said acrobatics, right?
Yeah. Both of you acrobat. Oh, okay.
Is that a roll off, or is it just that we're
Roll it again. Roll
even
off.
neck and neck?
Roll it again, because we have to do more rolls anyway, because it's a best 2 out of 3. To see who wins the escape.
Put your +1 Thicket.
Yeah, make sure to put your +1.
So it's the same roll.
Yeah, make sure to add your +1, because y'all are going to re-roll it. Tiebreaker.
Because it's the same roll, so I don't want to.
Dang.
Yeah, okay. Garand leaps down, does a roll on the ground, steps out, and immediately, like on a dime, dashes toward the center hallway. Thicket coming out moments after him. Is there anything in particular Thicket wants to do as he tries to catch up?
Throw staff.
Throw staff. Garand, make a dexterity saving throw. Thicket, make an
Signature
attack
move.
roll. Signature move. Staff attack.
I don't know if I needed to do that.
You did.
Okay.
Is there any kind of like reaction? I mean, if Thicket gets a reaction to me jumping.
Yeah, you're
Then
making
I don't
a dexterity save.
Okay, all right.
Unless
fine.
there's something else you can think of to deal with the
No,
staff.
it's fine. It's whatever. It's fine. No, it's fine.
If you have something else
It's
in
fine.
mind, if you want to make a different kind of check, just persuade me.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to make an athletics to jump or acrobatics to the baseball slide or something.
As opposed to a dex save.
Yeah.
Both of those are largely just kind of dodging out of the way.
That's fine. I don't want to worry about it that much. It's fine.
Yeah.
I can't beat that 23. I can't beat that 23, so it's fine.
Unless you nat 20.
I mean, it's up to you if you're making that an auto
it's
save or
an-
not. It's just because I knew I can't beat it.
Sure, we'll make it come down to one more roll because it's 2 out of 3. So this one, Thicket wins. As you're surprised for the moment, as Thicket throws the staff toward you, you manage to barely duck out of the way as the staff bonks off of one of the doors, swing back toward you as you leap over it. Is there anything either of y'all want to try to do? There's one more check.
Wait, what's the situation now?
You're chasing him down the hallway.
Did he trip?
It slowed him down as he moved around it. Didn't stop him all the way because it wasn't because you didn't win the 2 out of 3 yet, but it did slow him down. Is there anything either of you would like to do to disrupt the other? Or escape in a particular fashion?
Yes, I want to... Here we go, because this is creative, and I like it. I want to performance like I am about to trip, and then I'm going to stop, hopefully tricking Thicket into believing that he's about to crash into me, and maybe Thicket doesn't want to crash into me. Maybe it's a surprise, and thereby I like cause Thicket to crumble onto himself. You know, he fumbles, he rolls, and then I get the chance to break away. There we go. That's in character too, because I'm like, oh no.
Wait, what happened?
He is going to try to trick you. So make... Oh, let's see.
Wait, trick me how?
Yeah, roll insight. He's going to try and pretend to trip. Would Thicket just try to run into him if he's tripping? Or would he try to, slow down and then tag him?
Thicket is hoping he'll fall. So he can catch up.
Alright,
It'll only make him run faster.
So
but
if he looks like he's about to fall, he'll make you run faster?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a performance check, Garand. With a bear shift as y'all get toward the end of the hallway, Garand trips, and Thicket, as best you can tell, he's turning toward the side as he's tripping, and you run toward him, and at the last second he regains his balance and shifts around, letting you run past him just a bit out of the way before he jukes over, dashing to the door and putting his hand on the knob. Just barely jumping out of the way.
You almost got me.
Thicket just walks away.
For the first time, Thicket feels what Thicket understands what it's like to feel bitterness. For the first.
Thicket is good at seeking. Thicket is not good at chasing.
So seems to be the case. He's 2 and 2, so
he's gonna stand at the door for 5 seconds and regain feline agility.
Okay, you'll get another advantage roll. As you walk around, I need you to make a perception check. I also need Gambit to roll a Constitution saving throw.
I wonder why. Where did my sheet go? I got it back. And I'm going to do a hero point. Do I need to roll it in the tower or?
Not really.
Okay. Constitution's on the main page.
Thinking as you're about to walk out, as you're walking past one of the rooms over on the top end of the U, you hear a sneeze come from one of the rooms.
Thicket runs to it to find it.
You run into the room. You see it's one of those rooms that has its own adjoined bathroom. There's rafters. There's the bed. Everything. There's a fireplace. There's a window. What do you want to look for in the room? You're not sure where the sneeze came from, but it definitely came from in here.
First thing is gonna check under the bed.
Checks under the bed.
Yeah.
Gambit, I need you to make a perception check.
we?
He's gonna try and do so like from the door, just like squat down and look under. Like body block the door.
All right. And Gambit.
Oh, it didn't roll in the box, and it was in.
It's
Oh
okay.
wait, no,
it's
it
a
did.
22.
Oh, good.
It did roll. You are able to just barely peek out from where you are after hearing the door open, and you can see Thicket in the doorway, but Thicket hasn't seen you yet. Do you want to do anything, or are you just still waiting?
I think he's going to try to like drop down and like see if he can like sneak around Thicket while Thicket's like going to look under the bed.
Thicket was
And
going
go
to
out
do
the
so
door.
from the door. So what is Thicket going to do next?
He's body blocking the door, squatting down, looking under.
You don't see anything under the bed. Where do you want to look next?
Is there a lock on the door?
Nope. Well, there
I
is,
mean, like,
but
can it be locked? He's gonna close and lock the door. While he continues to search inside.
it can only be locked from the inside. So are you gonna like close it from the inside and lock it just to slow down?
Yeah, I'm gonna like trap myself in here.
Okay, and then where are you going to?
With whoever else is already in here.
All right. You turn the locking mechanism.
Okay. Think it's gonna check the wardrobe. That's where Cedar was.
Going to the wardrobe and opening it up.
And now can I try to sneak around?
Yes, make a stealth check. Thicket, make a perception check.
Oh shoot.
That is Gambit's
That's
worst
like
stealth check. Maybe ever.
Hold out hope. Thicket doesn't roll very well.
It's true. Thicket's been rolling real poorly.
Oh,
dang.
that was almost a 1.
Yeah.
As you are looking in the wardrobe Thicket, you hear something shift behind you as you lose your balance, and you see Gambit fall from the fireplace chimney and land in the ash on the front of the fireplace, somewhat covered in soot as well at this point. What do both of you want to do?
He's gonna bounce.
Gambit is going to scoop up a handful of ash and throw it.
Ooh,
at.
clever. Let's see. Gambit, make an attack roll. Thicket, make a acrobatics check. And
so plus dex?
Yeah, make one of your like dagger throw attacks.
Okay.
Man, this is like a very cutthroat game of hide and go seek.
It really is.
I know.
I feel like only Cedar and I were the only ones trying to have fun with this.
Yeah, y'all are the only like chill ones. Everyone else, this is serious. This is serious business, don't you know?
Listen, we're trying to get out all of our trauma
This
from
is
the last
D&D,
fight.
pen and paper.
Oh man, why do I'm forgetting where everything is? Okay. Come on,
Come on.
drag.
Just barely Thicket. As you move forward, Gambit throws this ash and it hits you in the face. You close your eyes to keep it from getting in your eyes, but it still slows you down for a moment as Gambit jumps over, clicks the lock on the door, and begins to exit. One more roll. Which one of you is trying to do something?
I'm running after with feline agility.
Alright. Are you doing anything in particular, Gambit, or just running?
I don't. Oop, that doesn't help. I don't think I really have super anything. There's escape artist, but that's just avoid being grappled.
Yeah, you can just try to run if you want.
I'm just gonna try to run.
All right, both of you makes dex-based athletics checks. It's just running.
Do I have advantage?
You do have advantage.
Oh, really? Oof.
You know how to change the... I'm pretty sure you know how to change the athletics to be dex-based.
Me?
Well, I guess you didn't have proficiency, so it's the same either way. As you run, as you step out of the room, Gambit, and as you run around, Thicket bounding on all fours behind you does manage to get up to you and jumps onto your back and holds on to you.
Ah, you got me. Well played, well played. I'm gonna need a bath, and so are you.
Yes, you're very dirty right now.
Yeah, well, so are you. Gimmit's gonna take some of the ash and like smear it on his face and make like football kind of
Marks.
under his eyes.
Nice. As you all...
Thicket is gonna try and see where Garon and Doug went, if they're still at the door.
It seemed like everyone was still at the door. Is everyone still at the door?
Yeah.
A sooty Gambit would come walking down the hall with Thicket on his back.
Doug
Chimney,
just comes up.
Chim chim cheree. The sweep is as lucky.
Is that everyone?
That was really well done.
That's everyone.
That's everyone.
Yeah. Well played, well played.
You got 3/5.
As you all relax, you take baths, whatever else you'd like to do over the night. We'll go ahead and do the long rest there. Is there anything anyone would like to do over the long rest?
Garon's gonna try to figure out more about the weapon, see if there's anything that like or know or whatever. He's going to ask Doug to start helping him train with it. I think that'll probably be how I like represent the feats that I choose and stuff.
So you're trying to take some time for Doug to train you a bit and spend some time looking at the Scorching Solarium to try and figure some stuff out about it?
No. My Feather of Decim.
Oh, that. I see.
I think he's using the Scorching Solarium.
He is.
Yeah, tonight I want to focus on just like me, the weapon, and maybe my patron or whatever, but I want to ask Doug if he's willing to help me learn how to wield something like this, maybe.
Do some sparring.
And I know that there's like a RP. I know it's like game mechanics wise, like I automatically understand everything about it or whatever.
RP time.
Yeah.
All right. Does Doug help train, maybe spar a little bit with Garon to help him learn how to wield a spear?
Yes. I think also Doug may do some friendly fire by accidentally firing off some magical effect with the Solarium by accident.
Let's see. The Solarium spells. Subtracting the ones that he used, you have access to... We already used Branding Smite, Searing Smite, and Dawn. So the only ones you could use are Daylight or Guardian of Faith. But you could end up casting those on accident or starting them and then letting them go after a few moments if you wanted.
I think it's if Daylight accidentally comes out and like I get wakes other people up, or it's just like this bright light.
Fair. All right, we'll do those over the night. Both of you learning about your respective weapons, which Garand, it feels very natural in your hands. It feels somewhat peaceful, but you can swear you almost feel like an ocean breeze sometimes when you're using it.
But I think I'm gonna call it a night since I do have to be up super early tomorrow.
If you want to stay around for a couple minutes, we're gonna do the night and morning as Cedar heads out.
Okay.
So it shouldn't be... I think we'll probably have another 15 minutes, maybe. Is there anything else anyone would like to try to accomplish over the night?
Yeah.
All right. As we move into the next morning, over the course of the night, as we reach Sunday, the 23rd of April, as you sleep through the night, Cedar, you find yourself in a slightly less than restful sleep. You feel yourself, and I just want to make sure, can you hear me, Abby?
Yes.
You feel yourself floating. You open your eyes and look around, and you find yourself floating in the air above the citadel, seemingly just on your own, some peace and quiet around you. And then this green raven flies up and lands on your hand as you reach out toward it. You see it's this fairly large green raven with these two small antlers coming out of the top of its head as it looks at you and then begins to fly southward. You find yourself instinctively move after it and find you can move through the air almost like you're a ghost, just wafting along with it. You find it leads you south along the coast, and as it leads further and further along the coast, you pass out of the desert and into these various forests. You move away south from the water and eventually find yourself in a fairly dense area where the raven lowers beneath the trees as you follow it. Following this path, it seems to be showing you through. And as you follow it, the trees part and you see a village hidden among the trees. These various wooden structures, some built into trees like these effectively actual tree houses, different ones that are put on the ground, and a wooden wall around the city. Well, this town, rather. But it's dark. It seems to be, at the very earliest, a couple hours before dawn, in what you can tell. You see someone outside. They quickly leave their home, grab a bucket of water from this well in the middle of the town before looking around, seemingly scared before rushing back toward their house. And as they do, you hear a growl from outside of the wall and scratching. As you find yourself fly over and look, you see these wolf-like Grimm on two legs trying to claw at the walls. The raven looks up. They need you, it says. They have no protector. Come, I'll see to the others. I think you should come here. This is where you're needed most. As a few moments pass, find yourself waking up as everyone wakes up at the end of the long rest. Roughly 6 a.m. Saturday or Sunday the 23rd. Well rested, having your things back. Is there anything anyone would like to do as you all see Cedar look slightly absent-minded, have a far-off look in her eyes?
I guess Doug is going to walk up to Cedar and be like, "Hey, I know I'm good at like reading people and everything, but it seems like something's on your mind."
I mean, yeah. I had a weird dream last night.
Like, weird as in, like, random, or weird as in like a feeling?
Both, honestly. You ever have just like odd dreams and you're like, that doesn't seem like something that would happen, but at the same time, it's like it sits heavy with you when you wake up, and you kind of have a feeling that like it meant something, even though it was kind of like a weird dream. Has that ever happened to you?
I had a dream last night that Gambit and I fused together and became a giant ash monster.
Whoa.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah. None of
mean-
your dreams have come true, have they?
No, I don't think so.
That's good.
There's a first time for everything, though.
Yeah. Listen, Thicket, I love you, but I would not want to become a ash monster with you.
Me either.
I don't know. I've got a really weird feeling that, like, I'm supposed to be doing something other than drinking milk.
Whoa.
Is it having breakfast?
Yes, but maybe not right here, right now.
Mhm. Do you need to go somewhere?
I think so. So, in my dream, I was being called by this raven and being told I was needed for something. It was guiding me toward, like, this village in the woods. Which kind of makes sense. I kind of lived in the woods for, like, a long time. And that feels like home to me. So maybe it's guiding me towards something like where I'm to be. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I kind of felt something like that when right before I escaped from prison.
What do you mean?
Just you couldn't stay there anymore. Like there was a bigger purpose for something. And you had to do something to like move the world forward.
Yeah, that's how it feels. And like,
Yeah.
let's be real. Like, after my family died, like, I was pretty able. Like, I answered that letter that we were sent simply because I had nothing else to do and nowhere else to go, and I didn't know anyone. So, even though I've really enjoyed all of our adventures together, I do kind of think that if I'm being called to do something, I should probably go and do it.
Yeah. I think so too.
I'm really scared because, like, y'all have basically been my family since my family. Like, I grew to trust you guys, and that's not easy for me. Y'all taught me how to trust. And I don't know, what if I end up trusting people too easily now? Or what if I go back to not trusting anybody ever again? And then, like, I'm on my own all the time. I don't know. I'm just really scared about, like, what's to come. Because really know where I'm going. I don't know who I'm going to meet. And I'm doing all of this on my own.
Is this something that you have to do on your own? So we could come with you.
I mean, did you guys have dreams like that last night?
No,
No, I dreamt about an ash monster.
You did.
I've never had a dream in my life, I think.
That sounds very sad.
Yeah, I wonder what it's like.
Jack, did you have a dream last night? Jack.
Who's
Who's
Jack?
Jack?
Doug, did you have a dream last night?
I don't remember. Although I thought I may have had a nightmare, because I think Thicket won hide and seek, but I think that was just a nightmare.
Oh, no, that actually happened.
What?
I got 3 out of 5.
Mm,
Does that count as winning?
I think so.
probably.
Garon, did you have a dream?
Me?
Actually, I slept rather well for the first time in a while. I feel confident and encouraged that I am on the right path. Now, if you need us to go with you, we can, but maybe you were called by yourself for the express purpose of learning that you can trust yourself, you can trust others, and maybe some will take advantage of you, maybe some will hurt you or leave you, but that's not to say that you shouldn't put trust in people. You know, go at your own pace. You know, I didn't know what to expect of a group of people that wanted to save a bunch of kobolds, and now we've got a kobold in our group, so you never know what life can bring you, and because of that, it can be extraordinarily beautiful. And you know that you're always welcome with us. We're going to miss you terribly, but if you need to go do this, believe in yourself. We believe in you, and if you want us, I think we go, but then you might always have that nagging feeling in the back of your head or your heart saying, what if I was meant to grow further? You know, maybe I need to make more friends to learn that life is more than just hurt. Life is more than just pain. You know, you've had a few months with us now, and been very enjoyable months. We've saved each other's lives numerous times, and we've righted many wrongs. I think that's beautiful. I think that's something worth believing in, and I think you should believe in yourself. And I know that I do, and it seems clear to me that everyone else does as well.
Mhm.
So,
Okay, but what if I never see you guys again? Like, I can't write. So,
One of
Oh,
these
I
days,
wouldn't be
I'm
able-
gonna learn how to teleport so that I can come see you whenever.
Mm-hmm.
wait, is that a thing you can do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Right now.
yeah. Figure that out then, Thicket.
Hey, I don't really have much special stuff. But I do have this silver ring. I don't know where I got it. I think I probably swiped it off of somebody.
I distinctly remember that, yes, you did steal that one from someone.
It's
Gambit,
really
I
nothing
don't
of.
want to marry you.
I'm not asking you to marry me.
I am
Stop.
17, you creep.
I'm not asking you to marry me. I'm asking you to take
It
this
helps.
ring
Gambit's
that has
only like 18.
no.
Actually, I think Gambit might be 19. Still.
Yeah. It has no value except for that it came from us, and I
with
want
this
you to
ring, I
take
be
it.
friends.
Yeah, and wherever you go, you could just look at this ring, and you know that we value you and we trust you, and I think you're gonna do great things.
Well, thanks, Gambit. It's not a hand in marriage, but I do appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thicket will take a piece of straw from his straw hat and give it to Cedar.
Thanks, Thicket.
– Maverick leans over to Doug. Is that a thing? Are we all supposed to give her gifts? It's like I basically just have like a hammer.
If you want to give her something, you can.
Oh, did I say that loud enough for you to hear? Okay.
You don't have to give me anything.
Thicket
You've given me your time.
Raw, so maybe you can give a scale.
That's painful.
Whenever I go fishing, I'll always think of you, Cedar.
Thank you.
Wait,
Can
Thicket
you
knows
make
how to fish? Sorry,
We
back
went
on track.
fishing together
Yeah, do you not remember that?
I'm gonna be honest. No, I don't. But I believe you.
back in like Feldspar or something, wherever that was close to the lake.
Interesting. That sounds like something that happened. Sure.
Doug
We tried
is
to catch fish with our hands.
Doug is going to take one of his where's it at? I don't. Anyway, Doug is just going to take part of his robe, his blue and white robe that I guess he made into a sheath at some point, and he is just going to tear off a piece and tie it onto one of these small jars that he has. And then just give it to her.
I appreciate this, Doug.
And then he whispers in her ear of like, somebody once told me to say what you want to say. And
Let the words fall out.
yes, in a sense. But if it's good, you don't have to say it because it's understood. It's just say what you want to say when you want to say it, is what I heard.
Honestly, you gotta be brave.
Maverick is going to wince as he scratches at his arm for a moment and plucks one of his scales out and hands it to you.
What? He's plucking out a scale?
Yeah. It'll grow
Lord.
back. It hurts a little bit.
That's
He doesn't have any.
time.
He can't think of another thing to give you.
You take some of my skin.
I mean, scales don't really decompose terribly fast.
Wait,
So.
do they molt? Do kobolds molt?
I think yes, just not very often. I'm deciding headcanon now that they do, but
I'm okay, so Cedar's gonna take the scale between her index finger and her thumb very delicately.
sorry.
Pulls it away from her body.
Oh,
Okay, thank you so much.
He'll snatch it back out. How about this instead? And we'll just hand you a dimeridium arrow. Really, that's
Actually, I'll both
You'll take both. You'll keep the scale.
keep the scale. Yeah.
All right.
Doug,
it's off him
It's
now.
literally a piece of Maverick. I have a
Doug,
piece of Maverick with me at all times.
Now, if you ever need to scry on the party, you just have to.
Right.
I'll be like, well, this is his skin.
So that helps with scrying. Anywho, sorry, continue. I'll stop interrupting.
Doug just gestures the jar for her to put the scale in.
Thank you, Doug. Well, I really, really I can't put words to describe what you guys mean to me and what this journey has been like. I mean, I went into this really grieving and not really knowing what to do with myself. And clearly I still have a lot of growing to do and finding my purpose in life. But y'all have really taught me how to be a better person. And I want to thank you guys for that. And I'm not going to forget you ever. I'm really looking forward to when Thicket figures out how to teleport so I can see you guys again. But I do think I'm going to have to leave soon.
Oh, and hey, I think if it's okay with everyone else, I think you can take Berea, the mule. We can find a couple more mules.
Are you guys sure
Yeah.
about that? I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean, you loved her the most. You named her,
That
I
is-
think.
Honestly, I think she would die without you. Gonna be honest.
I mean, I do have an endless decanter of milk, so she won't ever be thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
As Thicket packs...
Thank you,
Sorry,
guys.
continue.
That's it. I was just going to say thank you.
As Cedar packs up, prepares, gets water, gets everything she needs to for the travel, having an innate sense of the path she's meant to take to get to this forest town that she doesn't even know the name of. She prepares, and later that morning, we'll say closer to 9 a.m., you see off Cedar at the edge of the south gate of the city. Waving as Cedar heads out to wherever her next adventure will take her. And I think that's where we're going to end the session for tonight. To let anyone know who came through part way, and for anyone watching the YouTube, Abby does have to, because of some work stuff, she will be retiring from the campaign, so that's why Cedar is heading out. She will hopefully be able to hop back in for sessions here and there. For one-shots, I believe she's still intent on being in the one-shot that Jack is running. I don't remember if we're going to be streaming that one-shot or not. But don't worry, Cedar will still be around. As for finding anyone to replace her or anything, I don't know. We'll discuss that later. Not a problem for tonight. Is there anything we need to do before we end the recording and then continue on with any hanging out we're going to do tonight?
A long farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, adieu.
So long,
Abby Cedar, you're going to be missed.
Yep. I'm not crying. You're crying.
I know. I was like, oh, I'm actually getting really emotional about this.
Mm-hmm.
As it should be. Alright. We'll let YouTube go for the night. I hope you have a wonderful evening, YouTube, for anyone who came and watched. I hope you have a good night. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Bye.